This is God's message to Hosea, son of Beri. It came to him during the royal reigns of Judah's kings, Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah. This was also the time that Jeroboam, son of Joash, was king over Israel. The whole country has become a whorehouse? Ooh, Jesus. The first time God spoke to Hosea, he said, find a whore and marry her. Make this whore the mother of your children. And here's why. This whole country has become a whorehouse, unfaithful to me, God. Hosea did it. He picked Gomer, daughter of Diblaim. She got pregnant and gave him a son. Then God told him, name him Jezreel. It won't be long now before I'll make the people of Israel pay for the massacre at Jezreel. I'm calling it quits on the kingdom of Israel. Payday is coming. I'm going to chop Israel's bows and arrows into kindling in the valley of Jezreel. Gomer got pregnant again. This time she had a daughter. God told Hosea, name this one No Mercy. I'm fed up with Israel. I've run out of mercy. There's no more forgiveness. Judah's another story. I'll continue having mercy on them. I'll save them. It will be their God who saves them, not their armaments and armies, not their horsepower and manpower. After Gomer had weaned No Mercy, she got pregnant yet again and had a son. God said, name him Nobody. You become nobodies to me, and I got him a nobody to you. But down the road, the population of Israel is going to explode past counting like sand on the ocean beaches. In the very place where they were once named nobody, they will be named God somebody. Everybody in Judah, Lord, nobody, somebody, and everybody. Everybody in Judah and everybody in Israel will be assembled as one people. They'll choose a single leader. There'll be no stopping them. A great day in Jezreel. Hosea 2, rename your brothers God somebody. Rename your sisters all mercy. Wild weekends and unholy holidays. Haul your mother into court, accuse her. She's no longer my wife. I'm no longer her husband. Tell her to quit dressing like a whore, displaying her breasts for sale. If she refuses, I'll rip off her clothes and expose her naked as a newborn. I'll turn her skin into dried out leather, her body into Badlands landscape, a rack of bones in the desert. I'll have nothing to do with her children, born and all in a whorehouse, born one and all in a whorehouse. Face it, your mother's been a whore, bringing bastard children into the world. She said, I'm off to see my lovers. They'll wine and dine me, dress and caress me, perfume and adorn me. But I'll fix her. I'll dump her in a field of thistles, then lose her in a dead end alley. She'll go on the hunt for her lovers, but not bring down a single one. She'll look high and low, but won't find a one. Then she'll say, I'm going back to my husband, the one I started out with. That was a better life by far than this one. She didn't know that it was I all along who wined and dined and adorned her, that I was the one who dressed her up in the big city fashions and jewelry, that she wasted on wild, all orgies. I'm about to bring her up short. No more whining and dining. Silk lingerie and gowns are a thing of the past. I'll expose her genitals to the public. All her fly-by-night lovers will be helpless to help her. Party time is over. I'm calling a halt to the whole business. Her wild weekends and unholy holidays. I'll wreck her sumptuous gardens and ornamental fountains of which she bragged. Whoring paid for all this. They will soon be dumping grounds for garbage, feeding grounds for stray dogs and cats. I'll make her pay for indulgence and promise promiscuous religion, all that sensuous Baal worship, all that promiscuous sex that went with it, stalking her lovers dressed to kill and not a thought from me, God's message. Start all over again. And now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start all over again. I'm taking her back out into the wilderness where we had our first date, and I'll court her. I'll give her bouquets of roses. I'll turn Heartbreak Out Valley into acres of hope. She'll respond like she did as a young girl, those days when she was fresh out of Egypt. At that time, this is God's message still, you'll address me, dear husband. Never again will you address me, my slave master. I'll wash your mouth out with soap, get rid of all the dirty false God names, not such much as a whisper of those names again. At the same time, I'll make a peace treaty between you and wild animals and birds and reptiles. Get rid of all the weapons of war. Think of it, safe from beasts and bullies. And then I'll marry you for good forever. I'll marry you true and proper in love and tenderness. Yes, I'll marry you and neither leave you nor let you go. You'll know me, God, for who I really am. On the very same day I'll answer. This is God's message. I'll answer the sky. Sky will answer earth. Earth will answer grain and wine and olive oil. And they'll all answer Jezreel. I'll plant her in the good earth. I'll have mercy on no mercy. I'll say to nobody, you're my dear somebody. And he'll say, you're my God. Nobody, somebody, and everybody. Hosea 3. In time, they'll come back. Then God ordered me, start all over. Love your wife again. Your wife who's in bed with her latest boyfriend, your cheating wife. Love her the way I, God, love the Israelite people. Even as they flirt and party with every God that takes their fancy, I did it. I paid good money to get her back. It cost me the price of a slave. Then I told her, from now on, you're living with me. No more whoring, no more sleeping around. You're living with me, and I'm living with you. The people of Israel are going to live a long time stripped of security and protection, without religion and comfort, godless and prayerless. But in time, they'll come back. These Israelites come back looking for their God and their David king. They'll come back chasing to reverence before God and his good gifts, ready for the end of the story of his love. This is the word.